Hi, my name is Victoria Hoffman, and this is my medical tourism video. For the first 3 most impactful key points, I first have when people travel to different places to get the procedures done, they go to concerts or festivals, and sometimes people determine where they want to go to get this medical procedure done based on the concerts or festival that are going on during this time. Some places are also cheaper than other places. People are going to get their healthcare and a vacation for the price of one most of the times, or for much less. Sometimes people go get the healthcare and then later on they'll go on a vacation, and that's going to be a much more. And the last thing is that many people don't have support, which kind of shocked me. When some people travel, it's going to be expensive. And sometimes people can't afford for that other person to come along with them and tag along with them. So it's going to be expensive for that person to get the procedure done and for them to stay in the airfare, or if they're traveling by car, it's going to be very expensive for that. If they do have to pay for airfare, not only do they have to pay for themselves, but they also have to pay for another person. If they're staying somewhere, sometimes they need to get a bigger place, which leads to them it also being more expensive. So if it's only just one of them, then they could get a smaller place, which is pretty good. But it's kind of sucks if they don't have another person with them. They're only going to be able, they won't be able to have any support, and they're going to be at a country where they've possibly never been before, and they're going to get this procedure done, which can be very scary. For the Rampala's TED Talk, she talked about all the downsides to medical tourism, basically. One of them being sometimes the doctors aren't as transparent with you. Sometimes they'll just tell you, hey, you're getting this procedure done and it's going to cost this much, and that's it. They won't tell you anything else. You could also get an infection when you're down there, which hospitals are pretty much disinfected, but sometimes an infection can cause, you can get one. If you do get an infection, you can try to sue, but because you went to a different country, it's going to be harder. Your legal recourse is going to be less clear, and it's going to be harder to sue the right person. You may sue the wrong person that didn't cause this. Not only does it affect the patient or the person that it's getting operated on, it's also going to affect people in the country. So for example, when someone is giving someone else their organ, they're going to say, the doctor is going to tell them, hey, you're going to get this amount of money for a specific organ. But they won't tell them, you're going to also have to pay for your procedure that you're taking out this organ, and that procedure can cost a large amount of money. So that could only lead to them having a small amount of money after. Also, if someone is in the US and they go somewhere and then they come back and they need medical care or medical treatment, the people in the country, the taxpayers, are going to have to pay for that. The person itself that is getting the medical treatment is going to have to pay for that. And the hospital is probably also going to have to pay for a little bit of that, just because the person itself is going to be a large amount of money, and they can't pay for it. They can't pay for it all themselves. For my article, I actually went to a website where it actually provide medical treatments there. So you can travel to many different places to get cosmetic surgery, which is what I did. One of them places being Mexico. So I did a tummy tuck, which the average cost for the tummy tuck was $9,800 in Mexico. Whereas in the US, it's $12,000 or more. It just depends. This surgery can repair the rectus disaster, which is a condition in the stomach bulges that is due to separated abdominal muscles. So it could actually benefit you from doing this procedure. Some people also just get it because it makes them feel more confident about themselves, which is always good. For the recovery time, it's going to take around 6 to 8 weeks just for the initial healing and the swelling and bruising to go down. You're going to start to see those final results after the 6 months or even up to a year. But you only have to stay in the hospital for about 1 to 3 days, and the hotel 2 to 5 days. It just depends on how that procedure goes and how everything goes over. Going to Mexico, you're obviously going to be at the beach, obviously near the ocean. You also get to try different foods and you're going to experience different cultures. Everything is just going to be like a very nice experience. It's also going to be obviously for less money, and everything it should go very smoothly, and you'll have a nice vacation out of it. Insurance does not usually cover any cosmetic procedures. Will be some cosmetic procedures that are done if they are medical necessary, but most of the time people choose to take these surgeries, which is not going to have insurance pay for them if they do not need these surgeries. None of my close family has had to go anywhere out of the country or even out of state. We've stayed in the same country, and if we needed a procedure, we've gotten all of our procedures done here in South Dakota. So thank you for listening to my video, and that is it.